Okay, here we go with some word problems. This sheet's short. We're really focusing just on problems 1 and 3, but I'm going to do all 3 of them right here. So here in this particular problem, again, define the variable for what you don't know anything about. So we have students and adults who went to this game, and we know that the students' tickets cost. We don't know how many students or how many adults went, but we know that 400 total went. So let's just pick one of them. Let's just say X is the number of students. And if their ticket costs $2, 2 times X is how much money that is generated from the students. Now the adults' ticket costs $3. So 3 times however many adults go, that's how much money comes from the adults. We'll fill that out in a second. And total money that was generated was $1,050. Now remember, if you look up here now, we have every number accounted for in this equation except for the 400. Okay? If 400 total people went and X is the number of students, the number of adults would have to be 400 minus X, right? Just imagine this. Like, let's say 100 students went. Well, if 100 students went and 400 people total went, 400 minus 100 would give us 300 adults, right? You always subtract the number of students from the total to get the number of adults. Once you do that, the rest is easy because you guys are all really good at solving equations. Move this 1200 over. Combine these like terms. 2x minus 3x is negative x. 1050 minus 1200 is negative 150. Divide by negative 1, and you get x equals 150. Now remember, x is the number of students, so we'll write that in there. And if you subtract that from 400, you get 250. So that is the number of adults. Okay? Oh, actually, I said we'll do all 3 of these. My bad. I was thinking of a different sheet. Okay, this is similar to something we did on another sheet. It's a little bit vague. It's not the best written problem. A rectangular pen is built up against the house, so one side is the house. Let's go ahead and say if the width of the house is 30 feet, find the total length of the fence used. So let's say that this is the house, so you don't need a fence there, and that's 30. So that means this is 30 as well, right? Because it's a rectangle. Opposite sides have to be the same. So we don't know what this is. So we're just going to say x is the length, and we know that the opposite sides have to be the same. We're told that the amount of fence used is 100, so this plus this plus this, x plus 30 plus x has to be 100. So I'm going to combine like terms and move that over at the same time. And I'm going to finish my solving, and I get x to be 35 feet, which is also the length. Okay? And that's what we were asked to do. Okay. Watching late night TV, you came upon a deal you couldn't refuse. Pigsty air refreshers were on sale for $5.99. If shipping is a flat rate of $3.25, I hope you know what that means. That means no matter how many you buy, you just have to pay $3.25 for shipping, whether you buy 1 or you buy 1,000. How many can you buy with $50? Okay, what is the thing that we don't know? X is number of refresheners, right? Always define your variable for what you don't know. Those refresheners cost $5.99 each. So that means $5.99 times X. That's how much you're going to pay for the refresheners. But you also have to pay this $3.25 for a shipping fee. There's no X with that because that's just a one-time thing. And $50 is how much money you have to spend. So we get rid of that, bring down the $5.99, and we get $46.75. And we have to do a little division here, and we come up with 7.8. Now, I think it's good to write out, so 7.8, let's write that out. Now remember, that's the number of refresheners, but you can't buy a 0.8 of a refreshener. So writing a little sentence here, or a little phrase at the end, would probably be good to clarify, because you can buy how many? You can buy 7 refresheners. So in this particular case, you have to round down no matter what, because you don't have enough money to buy 8. So you have to round down, even if it was like 7.9. All right. Hope that makes sense.